Welcome back, fellas. Today we'll be talking about something harsh, something sad, something like full of suffering, of course. So, uh, I'll be just dropping down some of my perception in this video. It's about love, suffering, solitude, loneliness, this attachments, and all. So, if you're not interested, then definitely you can leave this video. But the thing is that it feels that love is a bondage, and solitude is a freedom, loneliness is a freedom. Now love is a bondage because you are currently in love, you are feeling all this excitement, all this dopamine rush, oxytocin rush, and all happiness. You're like forgetting every fucking thing, every problem of yours. You are going away from the reality. But most of us don't really think about this in this way, that even your love, even your loved ones will leave you, either by breakup, separation. Anyway, you will get separated, of course, right? We know this thing. Even death is considered here. It's not only about breakups and all. So love bears, if you are in love, you have to bear the loss of separation, of course. But if you are alone, you are lonely, you don't have anything to control you, so you are actually free, isn't it? So you are actually free. Nothing is controlling you, you and your own soul. So for me, it feels like anything that is pleasurable, porn, masturbation, sex, love, addictions, anything, these things are weakness for your soul. Everything is weakness for the soul. But that doesn't mean that we should just run away from them, because they are part of life, and there where evolution has played its role. Evolution has just gathered everything together, summed of everything together, and has put in our mind in such a dramatic way that love is something we need. Of course, without love, what we are? Nothing. Like that, what we feel, but without love, we are everything. Of course. Don't be in solitude, you are lonely. Come on, that is the ultimate self goal for your soul, of course, right? Because your journey will transcend alone. Those things are filled with lonely vibes. Come on. Evolution has changed our mindset. It's Nietzsche has said this. Means it's a philosophy based on Nietzsche, but other than that, if you can really think about that in with that depth, you will understand that there's friendship, love, and all everything has actually been put in your mind through evolution, and these things truly doesn't mean anything in your uplifting. I'm just taking this nihilism and keeping it aside, because if I start bringing nihilism, then everything, even a single word from my mouth will be pointless to talk about. So let's keep aside nihilism right now, okay? I will not be even 1% touching that thing. Like, I will try not to. So love is a bondage, solitude is freedom, and evolution has played its role, and we are here just because of evolution's grand entry. Our consciousness, let's talk about consciousness actually gives you the realization of past and future only, not your present time, right? Because can you feel the time flowing? Because we think we are we are immortals. We forget that, oh my god, we are going to die one day. We forget that, and that is where consciousness has played its role. We live like we are going to live forever. We think like we can keep thinking beyond the realm of this world and all these things, but come on, you were stuck. You were stuck with first time, environment, and everything. Your emotion keeps you stuck. Everything keeps you stuck. But can you feel the flow of time? You cannot. Like, what you can imagine, what you can just remember, you can remember your memories only, and what you can think of, fantasies or desires, like what you can fantasize about the future only. You are like past and future, you are living either past or in future. You cannot live in the present. Trust me, you cannot live in the present. Even if you have to live in the present, you have to think 5 minutes ahead of yourself, or 10 minutes ahead of yourself, or 5 minutes behind yourself. Like, that's the reality, because it's just slipping away, slipping away, slipping away. And if we can really grab that thing, that brother, present is just slipping away, we're just like, bro, there is no meaning in existence. There is no meaning in this happiness, suffering, and everything. Because even if you are suffering, even if you are going through something, you are depressed, you are anxious, you're frustrated, anything, you're sad, this thing will pass away. You are angry, this thing will pass away. You are sad, this thing will pass away. You are happy, this thing will pass away. And everything will pass away. So what is the meaning? Because happiness, anger, sadness, every frustration, anxiety, everything is just a part of evolution that has been put in your mind, so that you can understand, you can like productively, efficiently reproduce, provide, protect your community, so that they can further reproduce, generate, create a generation, support the generation. That is the thing. But here, consciousness gave us this, we can directly view what's going on in front of us. We can directly take a view. But you are stuck. We know we are stuck. We are looking at ourselves being stuck, but we know we are stuck, but we can't do anything about that. And that is the tragedy of being a human. Because animals, they're free. They can't think like us. And they're free in that way. They're just hungry, they're eating, they're like having sex, they're like reproducing, they're sleeping. That's it. Marking the territories, that's it. They cannot think like us with emotions. They can feel emotions, of course, but they cannot think like us, because we can create the non-existing things in our mind. And that makes us the storytelling apes. Yes, we were called the storytelling apes. So, evolution, good job. It's like a mirror. You're looking at the mirror directly. You know, you're looking at yourself being shackled with this so-called consciousness, so-called half level of consciousness, that you are being shackled, and you're looking at yourself, and what can you do? You are asking yourself, or you are asking anyone, what can I do? And the only answer you are getting is whatever you want to. And there where the evolution plays again its game. You think I can do anything. Bro, you can't really do anything. And here comes the concept of free will. We have free will. Now, free will can be described in various ways. Like, let's not dive into that, because that's another 10 minutes of discussion. But overall, if we see heavy, like surface level, free will doesn't exist, bro. Free will doesn't exist. We are slave of evolution. We are slave of our ancestral gene. We are not free, bro. So spirituality is a perception, isn't it? It's a perception. It helps you go in such dark chambers of your mind that you have never discovered, and you think, oh my god, I am doing something that like only the gods can do. Come on, bro. Come on. Like this, if this is your brain, like there's a 5 finger in your brain, we are using only 1 finger. Like when you start using 1, 2, 3, 4, the other 4 fingers, you think, oh my god, like, oh my god, I think I'm becoming god, I'm becoming immortal, I'm going to this different realm and all. And no, evolution has maybe tricked us in even that part. So, what's the answer to this? Are we just stuck in a rock, just like moving and drifting in this endless realm of universe? And is this our game? Is this what we have signed up for? No, man, we haven't signed up for this. Like, maybe we are like here for some greater goods, or like some stories we have in our past for future or our past life, reincarnation, maybe they may exist, because these things are like sugar coating for our human mind. Because when you start understanding, when you start going to that depth, you really like, so you get so frustrated, like, bro, what's happening? Then you think, no bro, I literally, I cannot live like this. Like, I cannot live my life thinking that there is no end, like there is an end and no meaning to my life, so I have to create a meaning. Of course, like, I have to create a meaning, because other than that I cannot live my life. And that is the part when you understand the difference between perspective and perception. Perspective is the way people see this world. Perspective, like person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4 have perspectives. What I am saying is perception, and everyone has their own perception. This is the difference between perspective and perception. So these two things are not so different, but different. And when you understand the difference between perspective and perception, then you like, bro, everyone is the main character here. I'm not the main character. I'm the main character of my own game. That's the thing. Like, no one owes me anything. No one owes me anything. Everybody is doing their duty just for themselves. Your mom is feeding you just for herself, not for you. That is called unconditional love. But bro, even the unconditional love have some conditions for themselves. And there where comes the concept of free will again. Bro, of course. Like, you will see mother who like discard their children. There are mothers who like die for their children. They both don't have free will. They do what they were supposed to do, and you cannot do anything about that. You are already reprogrammed. You are programmed in the way like you were thinking at that time, and that is the thing like we don't understand. So we're talking about, we have to create our perception. We cannot just like mindlessly or like blindly just keep moving with the flow and like wait for dying, because at the end we will find no meaning to our lives. So we have to create meaning. We have to live with that meaning. We have to, like, stoicism, I don't really support stoicism, of course, but still, stoicism, existentialism is the best thing. It says life has no meaning, you have to create your own. So it overall contributes to nihilism, because it has no meaning, bro. You are just living with your own meaning. Like, of course, because consciousness was a misstep by the nature. That's funny. So what is the conclusion? There is no conclusion. There is no conclusion, because I think every philosophy, any kind of philosophy, like anything that is not taking you to your higher self, like stoicism takes you to your higher self, but I'm not talking about like that higher self. I'm talking about reincarnation. We're talking about past life. Something that is not contributing to these stories of reincarnation, of afterlife, before life, bro, those all philosophies are stupid. Yes, I have the guts to say that those all philosophies are stupid. Why? Because even if those philosophies are right, and spirituality, like, that is the only philosophy that contributes the story of afterlife and before life, reincarnation, afterlife, whatever. So spirituality is the only philosophy that contributes to that, right? Other philosophies are stupid, because even if spirituality is wrong, even if there is no afterlife or before life, then at least you will have a meaning to live your life by. And I think it will be fun using the other four fingers. So perception is reality. Create your own perception, live your own reality. Other than that, like, whenever you're frustrated, I think we should stay away from this so hyped up culture where like we are just busy, where we're just busy running behind girls, running behind success. I think you should run behind success. You should run behind making money. Like, at least you can do that. You can try withstanding withstanding the curse of time in your love life. You can do those things, and you should try to be a higher man. Try to stay away from any kind of distraction. Try not to pleasure yourself every now and then, but just by scrolling TikToks. just like don't like try not to by looking at that girl and think, oh my gosh, she's so sexy, she's beautiful, oh my god, look at her, this. Those things are weakness for the soul. You know, those things are not really going to happen. If you like, if anyone has like suffered a breakup, if anyone has suffered a breakup, just move on. If you know that person is never going to come back, then just move on. There is no meaning in like stick to the idea of ever happening of that thing. So other than that, there are nothing to live by. Try to stay away from the distraction. Try to just like be so hyper focused that you really understand what is going on. You can create your own philosophies, your own perception. You can build them. You can like stack something upon something and then say, boom, I got something new to think about. Other than that, if life is really meaningless, this video is meaningless too, of course. So if life has meaning, then I hope this video will help you think a step ahead of your consciousness. With this message, I will leave one simple thing, one simple quote: make solitude your home and love your guest. With this way, you will preserve everything you have, and with this way, you will welcome everything that should be. Thank you. Stick with me for further videos.